TikTok, what's going on, man? What's up? What is up? All right, live everywhere. Gotta update this. Yeah, good to go. Live over here too. Yeah, hater the contractor. That's what's up. Respects to you, man. Contractor. Yeah. So basically, what I do here is I just get on and answer questions. People will tell me the condition they have or someone they know has, and I will give them some herbal suggestions for that. So yeah, should be live on all the platforms. So I'm live on a. Just want to see video. To see video. What's up? I just want to see video. It's pretty cool. I'm live on TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, X, as well as Instagram. I do feel a little tired, but I'm still get on here and do what I do. And to get things started, whenever you want to heal from anything, you got to promote detoxification. Basically, you got to promote the elimination of waste. All right, you can do that with food and herbs. And the main organs to be focusing on would be your kidneys, skin, and colon. Colon to get rid of your digestive waste, and your kidneys and skin to get rid of your cellular waste. All right, I don't see any problems with the audio so far. So I would assume I am pretty good. Pretty good. Let's see here. All right, I'm good on Facebook. Where else? Where else? Check out the YouTube. Good on YouTube too. Let's see here. All right, I'm good on YouTube. Twitch. Let's check out Twitch. I think I had a question here over on Instagram. Yeah, I see a question. Brandon Birch. How do you find the proper dosage and make sure herbs won't conflict? So books, honestly, or what's a good site? Uh, Here we go. Check out the National Library of Medicine, or in short, a cheat sheet would be just Google herb and dosage. A standard dosage is 1 teaspoon to a cup. 1 teaspoon to a cup. Basically, if you're over 50 pounds or a child that's over 50 pounds, anything less a half a teaspoon to a cup. But it all depends on the literature. And looks like I skipped over one. My bad. So, question: do you know anything about PMS, PMDD, and gastritis? Let me write that down so I don't forget to talk about it as I got to finalize my audio checks. / PMDD gastritis. All right. So Twitch, how we looking on the audio over there? Twitch is good. Good. Yeah, I suspected no issues, but X, will X pop up? Let's see. Will it pop up? Yeah, all right. Audio is good on all the platforms. Okay. Hopefully this stand don't fall over. I don't see any action. Okay, I got one question over here. Said what's up? I didn't miss anybody, right? We on TikTok. That's me. All right, question over here. Is there any detox to help you get the strength back in your body? So detox for strength, right? Detox for strength. Yeah, we about to get this party started. What else we got? Another first timer. What herbs do you use daily? What herbs do you use daily? All right, let's see if I find another one. Cool there. Cool here. All right, let's get it. So first question, what PMS, PMDD? I'm not familiar with PMDD. PMDD. Premenstrual dysphoric disorder. Premenstrual syndrome, so same PMS, gastritis. So yeah, basically hormonal issues, premenstrual menses, the female reproductive system. when you want to balance out those systems, let me get back over here. Whenever you want to balance out the female reproductive system, you must focus on the endocrine system, of course, the female reproductive system, and then promoting detoxification. So moving lymph. But to be real specific towards the question about PMS, PMDD, got to balance out those hormones. So a great herb to look into would be Vitex berries. You would hear me referring to it as chaste berry. It is great for your pituitary gland. The pituitary gland is your master gland, or considered to be your master gland. And you balance out that gland, it's going to send signals down to the reproductive system to help balance that out. Also, you want to look into herbs for that system itself. So red raspberry leaf, it's also great there. But if you already heard of these herbs, Vitex berries, red raspberry leaf, or even Siberian ginseng to balance out the entire endocrine system, you got to move lymph and get this waste out that's causing this imbalance. And again, to promote detoxification, you need herbs for the kidney, mainly the kidneys and adrenal glands. I know I said earlier you will want herbs for your kidneys alone, but kidneys and adrenals is basically what you want herbs for. And herbs that promote your kidneys function tend to have a diuretic action. Herbs that promote your adrenal glands function has an adaptogen action. And then detoxing for strength. When you detox, you want to build strength. At first, you may feel weak because the body is limiting its energy usage towards eliminating waste. But detoxing will ultimately help you gain strength. More so, what's the term I'm looking for? Like a strong stamina. I would say that. So endurance. There we go. Strong stamina. What herbs do you use daily? So herbs for the kidneys. I like to use herbs for the endocrine system as well. Those would be my main two points of focus. Right now, I'm actually drinking on some licorice root and ginkgo leaf. Slight energy boost for me. So herbs for your endocrine system can promote energy, specifically herbs for the adrenal glands. So adaptogens, which are great for the adrenal glands. Licorice root is an adaptogen. Then herbs for the kidney, some of them would involve burdock root and corn silk, as well as marshmallow root. Marshmallow root more so for the bladder. All right, then I seen something coming through here. What made you get into health and healing? So ultimately, it was more so being spiritual and just wanting to be a better me, but really trying to tap into the other side. What helped me continue on is, people close to me having so-called incurable diseases, and me knowing that, okay, nothing can be not cured. And basically, long story short, I went down the rabbit hole of promoting detoxification, or just healing and then promoting detoxification, realizing if the body is strong enough, it will reverse whatever problem you're having. If it's strong enough, it hasn't been beaten down too much. All right, I got some action over here on IG. Oh, I'm sorry. And gastritis. I forgot about that. So gastritis, inflammation of the stomach, right? So a great herb to use to reduce inflammation of the stomach would be slippery elm bark. It's demulcents. So slippery elm bark is a demulcent. You can say licorice root has demulcent actions. Marshmallow root has a demulcent action, as well as sea moss or Irish moss. It also has a demulcent action to reduce inflammation in the stomach. Now, the stomach also contains nerves. So you might want to look into chamomile flowers as well. It's a relaxant nervine, also a carminative. So it can be used to reduce gas. So you may start burping a lot or even passing gas a lot when you start consuming chamomile or lemon balm. And again, relaxing the nerves too, just in case there's any type of spasms. So gastritis, if there's any type of ulcers, that's when the demulcent herbs come in too as well. And then, so how do you find the proper dosage? I think I answered that before. I answered that one. Yep. Hello, my girlfriend has Crohn's disease. I've heard that carnivore diet helps. Do you have suggestions? Do not do carnivore diet is my first suggestion. She may get temporary benefit because carnivore diet, aka you could say protein in excess. Protein acts as a stimulant, a nervine stimulant. Is going to stimulate your adrenal glands temporarily, but it takes a lot of energy for your body to break down proteins. So what's going to happen? You're just going to constantly stimulate the adrenal glands, and then the reverse is going to happen. The bowels are going to become more sluggish. The flare-ups are going to get worse, etc. So uh, when talking about Crohn's, or basically bowel inflammation, uh, on on the front side, you have the digestive system you want to bring balance to. So slippery on bark, again, great for reducing inflammation, really in the gastrointestinal tract. And then you have chamomile or lemon balm for gas, but also you got to look at your liver and pancreas, because they are there to break down the foods. If the person isn't breaking down their foods properly, they're going to have a hard time absorbing as well as defecating. So hepatics, like a dandelion root, burdock root, to promote liver function. And then bitters like the dandelion root and burdock root have a bitter action, but typically bitters can be used to promote the functions of all of your digestive juices. So promote more hydrochloric acid, more saliva, bile, as well as pancreatic enzymes. So ginseng is a powerful bitter. Also, typically you'll find bitter actions in your parasitic or anti-parasitic herbs like wormwood and black walnut whole as well. Also, golden seal root. So just think bitters for that. But then too, on the front side, you got the bowels you want to focus on, reducing inflammation. Also, you need to make sure things are moving through the bowels as well when talking about any type of IBD or even IBS. And that's when the adrenal glands come into play. So the carnivore diet is going to stimulate your adrenal glands. Stimulating your adrenal glands will cause the increase in peristalsis, which is the involuntary muscle contractions in your bowels. So basically, it's moving food all throughout your gastrointestinal tract, including your bowels, allowing less irritation on these tender spots in the bowels. And again, it's just temporary. For long-term purposes, you want to look at herbs for the adrenal glands, like Siberian ginseng, uh, schisandra berry, licorice root, etc. And then, so on one side, you want to balance your digestive system with herbs. Then on the other side, you want to balance your endocrine system with herbs. And then lastly, you got to move lymph. When you start getting polyps forming, it's just lack of lymph flow. And that goes back to herbs for your kidneys and adrenals. And we already mentioned herbs for your adrenals. Say, okay, what I missed anybody here? All right, thank you for the likes. Much appreciated. No, I'm not just sipping on tea daily, all day. No, no, actually, I just started this before I went live. But usually I take tinctures. So tinctures, yeah, which is more potent, green black walnut whole or black walnut whole for parasites. I'm not sure which one is more potent, but I don't know. I wouldn't only just use I wouldn't only just use black walnut whole though, to help get rid of parasites. I mean, you have other herbs, wormwood, tansy, cloves, or thyme, and even again herbs for the adrenal glands. You got to keep them moving. Keep peristalsis going. How much water you drink a day? Realistically, I mean, maybe on a hot day, maybe like 4 just water bottles. But if I get real hot, I start leaning towards watermelon. So I like to eat water, not drink it when I get real hot. Because you want your carbs too, your simple sugars, your energy. It's one thing to just hydrate, but if you don't have any carbs to help energize the body, you're still going to be losing energy. What will help build white blood cells? So when talking about building white blood cells, of course, I mean, you want to make sure your bones are strengthened, but ultimately you got to move lymph. Your lymphatic system is your main immune system. When you're talking about white blood cells, you got to build your immune system or strengthen the immune system or stimulate your immune system. So, I mean, you have herbs that can help to strengthen or stimulate the immune system, like echinacea, with it echinacea, or you can one of your mushrooms, whether it be shiitake mushroom or cordyceps mushrooms. But ultimately, you got to move waste out. That way, the cells can build and become strong. And to do that, you want herbs for your kidneys and adrenals. You're good. All right. Good job, man. Thank you. I'm weighed 376. Would my herb dosage be more? All right. So if you're talking about dosages by weight, and I'm talking about tinctures, I would say anything over a $1.50. I don't know the milliliter amount exactly. But typically, if you weigh 150 pounds, around that, you want what's known as 2 dropper full. So basically, if you, let's say you have a dropper like this, that's kind of big. Hold on. Hopefully, I smell like garlic now. All right. So bears, if you got a dropper like, where am I? Hold on. Go back over here. You got a dropper like this, right? You want to fill this up like that, and that's 150 pounds. So if you what you say, 376, you're looking at about 2 of these and a half just for your size. And you want to make sure you're heavy on the endocrine herbs, because definitely a sugar metabolism problem going. Just the endocrine system is weak. Problem with burning up fats. So you definitely want to take endocrine herbs like Siberian ginseng, licorice root, oat straw, great for relaxing the nerves, etc. But yeah, yours would definitely be more. Now, if we're talking about teas, I mean, you probably going up to at least double, probably even triple, 3 teaspoons, to a cup, just depending on the potency and stuff. But it really depends. But you'll definitely have more going on there. That way you can feel the effects almost at the same rate as someone who weighs less than you. How to get rid of lipoma on the forehead? Let me just verify something real quick. Lipoma. Yeah, so just lumps, right, on the forehead. So yeah, same. No matter if there's lumps on your forehead, lumps under your arms, lumps in your legs, these lumps, whether they're caught up in different layers of the skin, but ultimately, these lumps or these cells need to be moved into your lymphatic system, and it'll go into a certain amount of lymph nodes before it reaches your kidneys, then it's going to be eliminated out through your urethra. That's ultimately the main way it wants to go. So that's why promoting detoxification is key. So when you ask me, how do you get rid of, lipoma on the forehead, or just essentially lumps or a collection of cells, promote detoxification, aka move lymph when it's all said and done. So promote kidney function, promote adrenal gland function, and you also have herbs for the lymphatic system itself. These would be red clover, calendula. Honestly, too, if you really, consult with somebody if you do this, but you can get a black salve and it can be pulled out through the skin. But if you don't have to have it do that, then don't. But you want to make sure you clear out these pathways to eliminate it. But herbs for the lymphatic system, you have red clover, calendula, poke root, and then burdock root and cleavers. All of these herbs can be used to move lymph. So definitely do some research on those. I seen somebody over here. How you doing today? I'm a little tired, but hey, work got to get done. Are there any herbs that assist in premature ejaculation? Yeah. So it's all about balancing the male reproductive system. So number one, you can start with some cleavers. It's great for promoting lymph flow as well as kidney function, but also for reducing inflammation in the scrotum. Look into ginkgo leaf to bring circulation to the male repro, and also look at your hormones and stuff too. So chaste berry will be good as well, balance out the hormones. But one even better, I would say, will be a Siberian ginseng to help save you some time as well. So cleavers, ginkgo leaf, Siberian ginseng. But if it's like excess testosterone levels and stuff, you want to look at saw palmetto berry. And also too, you could throw in some uva ursa leaf if there's any type of infection in the prostate. And I would say lastly too, nerves, man. You got nerves down there as well. Excitement, emotions. The Siberian ginseng could help because there could be a link to the hypothalamus gland not functioning properly. It can get layered up, but this is a great start. So cleavers, ginkgo, Siberian ginseng, saw palmetto berry, and what was the last one I said? Oh, skull cap. So just a herb for the nerves. So skull cap can help too. Are you plant-based? Plant-based. I mean, I would say I'm vegetarian. If anything, I slip up and eat, cheese. I'm not full-blown non-animal, but I don't eat meat. And I'll just leave it at that. So I do my best to eat a lot of fruits. So like what grapes right now? That's what I mean. A lot of smoothies. So manzana bananas, strawberries. Got some frozen berries if I get lazy. So uh, you make your own or recommend certain brand for tension. I don't make my own. So the brand I would use is Dr. Morris's or Herbalist Dash Alchemist. Those are the two I would suggest people, or even to my clients. Celtic salt under the tongue or not on that bandwagon? I am not on that bandwagon. Is watermelon bad for diabetics? In my opinion, no. If you have a lot of swelling going on, I would stay away from watermelon. Excess water, and you got to find that happy medium or that balance for it. Someone wants to go live. No. All right. You're welcome. What can be taken to strengthen the adrenal glands? So typically, you have herbs that have an adaptogen action, but licorice root can be used to strengthen adrenal glands. Also, schisandra berry can be used to strengthen adrenal glands, and then Siberian ginseng or Siberian ginseng, red ginseng, American ginseng, Chinese ginseng. So just ginseng can be used to strengthen the adrenal glands function. And that's just for the adrenal glands specifically. Now, keep in mind the adrenal glands are part of your endocrine system. So you can say supporting organs of your adrenal glands can be used to strengthen it. So herbs for the pituitary gland as well as hypothalamus gland. Your hypothalamus gland controls your pituitary gland. The licorice root and schisandra berry promote the pituitary and hypothalamus glands function, which then will help to again support the adrenal glands function. Also, herbs for your kidneys can help to support your adrenal glands function. They're kissing each other. They're sitting on top of each other, you know. So kidneys become weak, adrenal glands can become weak, and vice versa. So some herbs for your kidneys: burdock root, cleavers, uva ursi leaf, the cordyceps mushrooms I mentioned for the immune system, great tonic to the kidneys, nettle leaf, etc. Hey, quick question. What would you recommend for someone dealing with fungus in the body causing breakouts, etc.? Yeah, so fungus. So you got antifungal herbs or herbs that have an antifungal action. Typically, some of your great anti-parasitic herbs can be antifungal as well. So going back to the walnut hull, black walnut hull, also golden seal root. Let me reread the question. All right. So on one end, you got antifungal herbs like black walnut and golden seal root. On the other, it's a sugar metabolism problem. So you definitely want herbs for your adrenal glands. And I did mention some of those earlier. So like schisandra berry, Siberian ginseng, hell, even some adaptogens, holy basil, suma root, rhodiola root. But the key takeaway should be adaptogens. You want to remember that term. Adrenal glands, adaptogens. Adaptogens help your body adapt to stress. That's the key. Adrenal glands, adaptogens. Most of us, including myself, have weak adrenal glands. You see any moles on someone's face? Adrenal glands, fungus, sugar metabolism issue. But two, you got to move stuff, man. You got to get the adrenal glands online. You got to make sure your bowels are clear. It's so important for everybody to make sure their bowels are moving and waste is being eliminated out. I feel like it's been talked about a lot, and I'm sure I'm wrong. I don't think you can talk about it enough. But I'll get more into the digestive system and stuff. What about poke root? Yeah, poke root can be used to move lymph. Yep, poke root and blood root. What's another good one? UU. There's an herb called cancer tree. Some of your really strong lymphatic herbs, you won't have access to. Only clinical herbalists will have access to them because they're so powerful, and you can really do damage to your body. I mean, the herbs I've mentioned, if you take them in excess, like the let's say blood root, or let's say cordyceps mushrooms, you can overstimulate. I wouldn't suggest someone take cordyceps mushroom or any type of mushroom if they're having a fungal problem, even though cordyceps mushroom is a tonic to the kidneys. So just like little common sense things like that. But I was laughing because I I got my webcam on top of a book, and it's holistic cancer care, and just a bunch of herbs for the to move lymph. Because when you're talking about allegedly allegedly getting rid of cancer, you got to move lymph allegedly. You're welcome, Bears. How about for lymphoma? Yeah, so specifically, you got to move lymph. Some great herbs for the lymph or lymphatic system are called, or they have an alterative action. Alterative action. So that poke root, blood root, cancer tree, you probably can't get a hold of that one. But poke root and blood root, you can definitely buy those. Burdock and cleaver. So when you think about lymphatic system or moving lymph, you have to think about promoting your kidneys function. Lymphatic system dumps into your kidneys. So you want herbs for the kidneys too. If anything, focus on promoting your kidneys function first. Eat more fruits. Fruits, berries, and melons promote the movement of lymph. So you can go to your grocery store today and just buy a bunch of fruit. More so the fruits that contain water, apples, pears, watermelons, cantaloupes, strawberries, they're in season right now, at least here in Florida. Mhm. All right, where we at over here? All right. All right, another speed jump. So I need help for a liver disease repair. I have an aunt in hospital. I want to save her. She dying. Um, Ain't much I can do here but offer suggestions. But if anything, try to meet up with a local herbalist. The biggest thing is diet. And 9 times out of 10, allegedly, the hospital is not going to give her a bunch of fruits. Probably do some surgery and say, you can eat whatever you want because it doesn't matter about food, but it does. So if anything, if she makes it out of the hospital, definitely get her on. I would suggest a mostly fruit diet, but I don't know the specific situation. I mean, definitely have some problems. I would assume breaking down fats or even certain chemical processes, whether it be I don't know exactly what's going on with the liver. The liver has a plethora of functions. I'll just say that, you know. But look to if you're going to do some research, look to hepatic herbs or herbs that have a hepatic action, hip, or I guess it's English is a crazy language. So hepatic, HEPATIC, hepatic action. So dandelion root, burdock root, Oregon grape root, but they're probably looking into more so using things like Schisandra berry or blessed thistle or milk thistle, to be honest. I'm feeling a little sick, sore throat. What protocol? I was thinking just fasting. Absolutely fasting. Anytime I start feeling just sick, I got I think it's up there at the top. I got echinacea and burdock, echinacea and golden seal. I take that almost immediately. And if your throat's a little sore, get some marshmallow root or slippery elm bark, or even licorice root. So a demoscin action to help soothe the throat. But ultimately, I get again echinacea and golden seal root. It stimulates your immune system and helps you fight off that infection fairly quick. Works like a charm. When I get sick now, I'm confused. Some people sick like every other day. What is golden seal good for? So really antifungal and stimulate the immune system. Great for any type of sinus infection you may have. It's like the king of eliminating sinus infections. What about for diverticulitis? And there any herbal treatments for that? So, Sammy, when talking about treatments, you're not really getting into cures, and also treatments are for doctors. I'm not a doctor, so I can't, offer treatment. I just give out suggestions. So, just like for Crohn's, diverticulitis, the diverticulum is inflamed, basically. Um, the diverticulum is a part of your bowels, so you would want to use the demoscin herbs that I mentioned for this individual with the sore throat, licorice root or slippery elm bark or marshmallow root. But you got to keep things moving. What's happening is there's a buildup of waste, in this case in the colon, And now, because this waste is there, there's a lot of irritation that's happening to the cells. Now, whenever we're talking about irritation, no matter what issue you're having, what was it? The PMS, something I was talking about. PMS, premature ejaculation, lymphoma, etc. Waste has accumulated in whichever part of your body, and it can't move, it can't get out. So now these cells that this waste is around, they're becoming irritated. After a certain point, even people, you get irritated long enough, you're going to become inflamed. You're going to become mad. You're going to get hot. What happens after you get inflamed and hot? You break down. And this cycles continue to repeat, eventually you're going to be burnt out and you can't function properly anymore. Same with diverticulitis. A lot of cells has accumulated in this area. You got to move this. Waste has accumulated around the cells. You have to move this waste out. And when promoting colon function, on one hand, you want to reduce the inflammation with a demulcent herb like slippery elm bark. On the other, you want to make sure you're stimulating colon function. So from a herbal perspective, herbs for the adrenal glands can help. Also, laxatives can help, or herbs that have a laxative action. Yellow dock root, Cascara sagrada, both have laxative actions. What I want you to take away from this is not necessarily the herbs, but the actions of the herbs, because the herbs I'm mentioning are not the only ones that can help. There's about 2,000 plus medicinal herbs an individual can use to help heal their bodies. 2,000. You hear me talking about maybe 40 at the most, and there's 2,000 out there. So you want laxatives, and also you want demulcents, bare minimum. And of course, it gets deeper. I mean, are your adrenal glands okay? Do we need to promote adrenal gland function? The adrenal glands control peristalsis. Peristalsis is involved with the involuntary muscle contractions going through the gastrointestinal tract. So yeah, I mean, that can be fixed. Last thing you want is surgery and they start taking things out. Can you take multiple herbs together, like 10 or 12, if you're working on many organs / areas? Yeah. I know me. You take like 50 of them at a time. It's just, as long as they're blended together, like you don't overdo something. Yeah, you're fine. Hey brother, I don't know if you saw my question, but I could really use your input. All right, I see your name, Raymond. Let me scroll back up to see. I could have scrolled over it, I'll be honest with you, but I think yeah, I just answered that. Yeah, I'm just bouncing around from different platforms, Raymond, but I answered it. Hopefully you got it. I'll try to catch up over here. I don't know how many questions are here. I see. Okay, look like Instagram keeping up. All right, hold on. Any herbs that helps move the glymphatic system? Yeah. So basically, the whole glymphatic system question, lymphatic system in your head. That's all it is. It's still your lymphatic system. So alternative herbs, great for the lymphatic system. So you have herbs to promote circulation to the brain, like rosemary. Any herb that promotes the movement of lymph is great for any type of lymphatically stagnant area in your body. All right, let's try to play catch up here. Licorice root, Schisandra berry, Siberian ginseng. Yep, Panax red ginseng. Yep. I have PCOS, hypothyroid, and hypertension. What do you suggest? So, PCOS, hypothyroid, so underactive thyroid, hypertension. So basically, what high blood pressure, endocrine system is down. PCOS, hormonal imbalance, as well as cysts, so lymphatic system is involved. Hyperthyroid, the thyroid is a part of your endocrine system. Hypertension, typically adrenal glands and kidneys. All of that got to work on your endocrine system. Siberian ginseng is great for increasing the endocrine system's function. But I mean, you could break it down one by one, but you look for endocrine formula. That's the easiest way. Endocrine system formula. That includes herbs like ashwagandha or holy basil, something like that. Hypothyroid, herbs to stimulate the thyroid, bladderwrack, ashwagandha root stimulates your thyroid's function. So just understanding what system of organs are involved that you need to work on. You're not going to only focus on the thyroid. You're not going to, let's say, only focus on the ovaries or only focus on just say reducing blood pressure. You're going to go after, the systems What was that? Excuse me. You was talking to me? Okay, my bad. You're not going to only focus on just these limited areas. Ultimately, to reduce cysts, you got to move lymph. To move lymph, kidneys and adrenals. Hypertension, kidneys and adrenals. You have herbs that can be used to reduce blood pressure. Olive leaf, hawthorn berry. Again, herbs to stimulate the thyroid function. Ashwagandha root, bacopa, bladderwrack. Herbs to balance hormones. Essentially, herbs for the endocrine system. Siberian ginseng, vitex berries, etc. Herbs for the female reproductive system, whether it be licorice root. Licorice root is an adaptogen, as well as it's an ovarian tonic. Red raspberry leaf for the uterus. So it's all about focusing on the organs that are involved with these issues you're having. But all of the cells need blood in or needs to be fed. It needs lymphatic fluid to be moved out. Blood feeds the cells, the lymphatic system, or the lymph cleanses the cells, whether it be in the liver, the uterus, the kidneys, the diverticulum, in the bowels, in the stomach. It doesn't matter. All of them contain cells. All these cells need blood in and also lymph to be moved out. And ultimately, too, they need energy as well. So all of them contain nerves or need some type of electricity for them to function. Thank you very much, brother. Blessings to you and your family. Thank you. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Sammy. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I got you, Sammy. GI problems. Are you going to save this live? Darling Dale, just go over to YouTube. It's going to be on YouTube. The issue now, I'm trying to go live on damn it, I'm behind on TikTok now. I'm going live on several different platforms. And in order to do that, I can't save it on Instagram, but head over to YouTube. It's going to be on YouTube. So once this live is over, you go to YouTube, you'll find it. YouTube or my Facebook, you'll definitely find it. Would papaya seeds be good for beginner cleansing, or do you recommend something else? Yeah, try out papaya seeds. Go ahead, try it out, or just eat the papaya itself. Or because you're talking about cleansing the colon, I'm assuming, right? Yeah, just do it fast, man. Do it fast. All right, TikTok, I'm with you. Y'all TikTok and you don't stop. A great question, Jaja. I have a tincture. Was that supposed to be? Oh, haha. I think it was supposed to be a haha, right? I have a tincture for it and really know exactly what it's been for. Oh, okay. You have a golden seal root tincture. What can I use for kidney damage? So, something to strengthen the kidneys, like stinging nettle leaf. Something for kidney stones, like dog grass. You can say something to help soothe the kidneys, like corn silk. Corn silk can also be used to cleanse the kidneys as well. So you want to strengthen, cleanse, and get rid of stones, definitely. So you can start there, but just look for a kidney formula. I'm sure people will market it like kidney power or something like that. Kidneys and adrenals. Use a kidney formula in combination with an adrenal gland formula. What are the top anti-inflammation, antifungal, antiviral load, antibacterial, antivirus herbs? The top ones. So when people ask me about what are the top herbs or best herbs, they kind of lean towards treatment, I would think. But it depends. I mean, I think of maybe looking to a Lomatium root. I believe it's spelled Lomatiun, or maybe some Asatis root. I believe it's spelled Isa. I think TIS, or maybe it's ISASTIS. But I think of those herbs. But you got to move lymph. I mean, if you're talking about any of that, reducing any of that, lymphatic system. Your lymphatic system is your sewer system. Any waste, any excess, anything that's not supposed to be in your body is going to get put into your lymphatic system and empty out via kidneys or urethra or your skin. Those are the two ways. So you would, on one end, you would say herbs for your lymphatic system. Then on the other, for your kidneys and adrenals, as well as your skin. They just think holistic. Definitely think holistic. All right, here we go. Big bump again. Gotta scroll up. Kidney damage. Yeah, what's good to repair DNA and genes? Promote detoxification. 100 what? 100 plus trillion cells in the body. Cells come together to form tissues come together to form organs, liver organ, kidney organ, bone organ, etc. When you break them all down, they all want to be fed through blood nourishment. And if you're unsure as to what we're supposed to be eating, just look at the composition of mature mother's milk. So you want blood for nourishment, and you got to make sure you're promoting the movement of lymph. On one end, you can use herbs to promote the movement of lymph. On the other, movement. Move. Get a rebounder. Get one of those vibration plates. Get a sauna potentially. Don't overdo it, but sweating. So there's different ways you can move lymph. Massages. A lot of people like to get a lymphatic massage. But the missing link really is the lymphatic and kidney connection. That's really the missing part to all this. All right, how much golden seal a day hurt you can't take for a long period? No, you can't. Golden seal root is a powerful herb. Going back to the person's question earlier, golden seal root is a strong herb. Recently, they done jacked up the price. People caught wind of it, and a lot of people are using it. But only take it when needed, to be honest with you. Only take it when needed. But how much golden seal a day? I don't play around with it. I might do a quarter teaspoon to a cup for like 3 days, and I won't use it anymore. Like I say, whenever I get somewhat sick because I want to go on a binge, let's say vegetarian pizza eating binge, or something like that, or eating a bunch of, let's say, pasta or whatever, and I start getting a little stuffy or a little tingle in my throat, echinacea golden seal root, I'm not playing with it. The next day I'm fine, but then I take it another day or two to make sure it's gone. Or what to take daily for HPV. So, I mean, you have herbs that can be used to reduce the symptoms of HPV. I can't remember though if it was Lomatium root that I mentioned earlier or ascites root. It's one of those two. So just do some more research on that. You'll definitely find it. Besides burdock root, what's a good blood purifier? So, I mean, cordyceps mushroom is considered to be a blood tonic, right? On one end, when you're talking about blood entering into the system, you have herbs for your liver. So you want to make sure your liver is clean. But on the other, you have the lymphatic system that cleanses the blood. The lymphatic system cleanses everything. So when you say what's a good blood purifier, I'll have to point you in the direction of herbs for certain organs. So herbs for your kidneys. I mean, the kidneys are responsible for red blood cell production as well. The kidneys go down, now you have a red blood cell problem, right? So herbs for the kidneys, and then also hurts for the supporting organ of your kidneys. And you can say for the adrenal glands as well. But cordyceps mushroom is considered to be a blood tonic. And then whenever you talk about cleansing the blood, I mean, look into astragalus root. If I'm not mistaken, astragalus root is great for the spleen as well. And the spleen is a lymphatic organ that's involved with, cleansing the blood. Yeah, so dandelion root. So I think when people are talking about purifying the blood, they think about herbs for the liver. Because burdock root promotes liver function. Burdock root promotes the movement of lymph, and also burdock root promotes kidney function. So notice it moves lymph, it promotes your kidneys function, and it also promotes your liver's function. So you can take stronger herbs for each one of those aspects. Poke root is a powerful herb. Or poke root or blood root is a powerful herb for your lymphatic system. Milk thistle or blessed thistle is a pretty strong herb for your liver. Then also you got nettle leaf, foti, some pretty strong herbs for your kidneys. But if I gotta just say one herb, maybe look into yellow dock root. It moves lymph, strengthens the liver function, and it is also a laxative too. Do you subscribe to supplement usage even if organic? Honestly, no. When you're talking about like vitamin D and stuff, right? The vitamins, no, I don't. It's unfortunate though that now they put they consider herbs to be supplements. So if you ever hear me talking about supplements and stuff and referring to herbs, it's because I guess it's like a legal thing. They just put herbs in the supplement category for some reason. But no, I mean, of course, temporary usage, but long term, no, because now you're playing the the isolate or chemistry game. And again, you got 100 trillion plus cells. You're not understanding all those cells. You're not understanding the domino effects of when we start to play the vitamin game. Oh, the body needs this, or this chemical is wrong with this thyroid. Nah, just go after the whole thing. Because when you're dealing with herbs, sorry about that, they got tons of constituents and chemicals in it. 10, this is a small number, but 10 plus. I don't know what all these chemicals do, but they're a perfect blend for a reason. I'm not going to sit here and try to extract chemicals and say, okay, this chemical is good, this chemical is bad, so I'm just going to take this good one out. It's a buffering system that's going on. They're helping each other out. Sometimes you need that bad egg to inspire the good egg to do better. All right, see over here what we got going. Lymphatic. Yep, cleavers. Yep. Kidney tonic cordyceps. Yep. Cleavers. What can I take for food sensitivity? Food sensitivity. Like you're allergic. Let's see. Food sensitivity. Let's get real specific. If I can spell. Tell you what, this autocorrect got me all messed up on my spelling. Yeah, allergy. Yeah, so ultimately, food sensitivity. So just restoring bowel health. And if you want to look at restoring immune system function, hey, hello, Beverly. What's up? What's up? If you want to restore bowel function, going back to the herbs I mentioned earlier, so restoring the entire digestive system's function. But to be specific, check out marshmallow root. Look into some slippery elm bark. You got to clean up the system. Something's wrong. Something's off. You got to move lymph. You got to promote detoxification. Check. Time check. I still got time. Let's go. Energize. Tee up. But I mean, to be blunt, you can take whatever you want, But my suggestion would be to try to eat more fruits or find what healthy foods or what healthy fruits, berries, or melons your body doesn't react to and make you feel discomfort. That's step one. So find a fruit, berry, or melon, or an abundance of them that your body's okay with. Meanwhile, taking herbs for your skin, like horsetail or go to cola, would definitely help. Herbs for the liver. If you're having skin problems, you want herbs for your liver and thyroid as well. They support one another. Like burdock root or dandelion root for your liver. And then, of course, herbs for your adrenal glands and kidneys. So adaptogens for your adrenal glands, and then diuretics for your kidneys. And those are just herbal actions or just actions in general of things like herbs. But it can get, I mean, I know you guys hear me just saying a bunch of herbs and stuff, basically from memory, but it's important to know the actions, because what if you're not, where I am and have access to the herbs I'm talking about? Learn the actions, learn what body parts you need to focus on. So food sensitivity, lymphatic system, kidneys, adrenal glands, bowels, and then talk to your local herbalist. Hey, what herb is good for my bowels, for my lymphatic system, or for my kidneys? To put you one step closer in fixing your problem. Lymphatic herbs, burdock root, cleavers, bloodroot, poke root. Yes. So remember, lymphatic herbs, alternatives. How can clove help with toothache? Plot twist: it's broken wisdom tooth. Yeah. I like that one. I read it again. How can clove help with toothache? Plot twist: it's a broken wisdom tooth. So all cloves is going to do is reduce pain. That's really all it's going to do. But in terms of getting rid of any type of infection, like rinse your mouth out with golden seal root, some cinnamon, golden seal root, cinnamon, parsley, peppermint, nice little blend. But ultimately, from an internal perspective, you got to start moving lymph. And you may need to get it pulled out because you say it's broken. If it's irritating you and is inflamed, of course you're going to want it removed. But all cloves is going to do is just reduce pain. but most likely the pain will come back. So you got to move lymph while you are putting that clothes on. And of course, too much clothes, you get a cool fire in your throat. No fun. Liver, milk thistle, Schisandra berry, dandelion root, hepatic herbs, Oregon grapefruit. Yep, yep, yep. Golden seal root promotes immune function as well as echinacea. Mm-hmm. Dementia, yeah. So it seems like my first neurological one. Dementia. So I just grouped this in with Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, etc. because nervines is what you want to focus on, and also bringing blood to the head. So gotu kola, ginkgo leaf. I mentioned earlier, gotu kola is great for the skin, so reducing redness in your skin. But also it has a nervine quality as well as promoting circulation to all throughout the body. So head from to your head, to your hands, to your feet. Same with gotu kola. Same with ginkgo leaf. Great for promoting circulation. In this case, to the brain, but like I said, to the head, the hands, as well as the feet. So circulation promoters, gotu kola, ginkgo leaf, and then also for the brain itself, you have nervine herbs, skullcap can help. Also, St. John's Wort can help. Blue vervain can help. But the most important part is you want blood in. You want blood going to the brain. Another great herb to promote circulation to the brain will be rosemary. So just circulation to the brain. Remember that. What herbs can promote circulation to the brain? What herbs can promote brain function? Nervines, skullcap, St. John's Wort, blue vervain, valerian root, etc. Valerian root is more so of I would say, like a laxative or a sedative, in my opinion. Bacopa is another great one for brain function. Lemon balm, great for brain function. But ultimately, waste has accumulated. Someone mentioned lymphatic system because what they recently discovered that there's a lymphatic system in your head, right? I guess they discovered it, so now all of a sudden we got this lymphatic system. But I'm one of the ones. The lymphatic system is systemic. Blood is systemic. Nerves is systemic. All the cells need blood, nerves, and lymph. Whether it was discovered or not, just common sense, you got to be a lymphatic system up there because you need the waste out. And again, to promote the movement of this waste, or the flow of it, you got movement and also alternative herbs. So from a herbal side, you want to look at alternative herbs. So ultimately, any type of neurological problem, of course, you want to focus on the central nervous system, but you also need to look at your endocrine system. The hypothalamus gland is the link from basically that nervous system to the endocrine system, as well as your adrenal glands. That function I mentioned earlier about peristalsis, the adrenal glands controls your autonomic nervous system. Tons of neurotransmitters, etc. So by promoting adrenal gland functions, you end up promoting your nervous system's function. By promoting your endocrine system's function, as a byproduct, you will promote your nervous system's function. So it's really holistic. It's not just, I have dementia or a neurological problem. Now I just want to take a herb for the nerves and like, okay, it's helping. Now we're just dealing with treatment. But if you're looking at holistic, number one will always be diet or food. That's always number one. If you don't want to change that over, now you're going to be looking for some really strong herbs and treatment. You're not trying to fix anything. Unless you're one of the lucky ones, you have some strong genetics where you don't need much. Herbs for stomach and colon, diverticulitis, slippery elm, marshmallow root, licorice root, aloe. Yeah, yep, aloe can help too. I heard saw palmetto helps with hair loss. How does that work? Well, it has something to do with excess male hormones. It can be used to you can say eliminate or reduce excess male hormones like DHT. So that's why, more from a hormonal perspective. Excuse me. Yep, laxative herbs. Yep, cascara, senna. Yeah, I forgot about senna. Yep, senna pod, right? Yellow dot. Laxatives. Perfect. Yep. Saw palmetto decreases DHT and promotes hair growth. Thanks, brother. You're welcome, Sammy. All right. Let's see what we got here. Thanks for the follows. What's good for bloating and flat belly? Check out cayenne pepper for flat belly, and chamomile flowers for bloating. HPV, check out I think it's Lamatium root or Asatis root. I can't remember. Is the ductplex cleanse okay? I'm not familiar with ductplex cleanse, but based on the little research I've done, it moves lymph. So if you're going to do it and it moves lymph, try to take some herbs for your kidneys as well. What's your YouTube name? Great question. It's probably Herb Man T. Let me pull it up real quick. Is marshmallow roots okay if you have ulcers? Yes. See exactly what it is. Yeah, so it just Herb Man T. I think live will end in 5 minutes. Okay, I guess my live getting ended in 5 minutes. Not anymore because I moved the thing over. Yeah, so on YouTube it's Herb Man T, just the number T. Can you suggest an herb for me on kidney dialysis? My creatine is a 5.2. I mean, I would I don't know your situation specifically, so I'll just have to say some pretty safe ones like burdock root, cleavers, as well as corn silk. Corn silk is non-irritating. Also, marshmallow root, great for reducing inflammation in the bowels or ulcers, but also for reducing inflammation in your bladder as well. Great for cystitis. So burdock root, cleavers, herb, corn silk, as well as marshmallow root. All right, another jump up again. Oh, lagging. Okay. You know what you're talking about. Heal the organs, the symptoms leave. Absolutely. You go after the cause, the organs. You don't want the symptoms. What's causing the bloating, for example. How are you combining your foods? That could be a problem. Also, the bowels being sluggish. Things are not moving. Again, that goes back to you combining your foods wrong, causing everything to move slowly. Also, those adrenal glands could be weak because they play a part in moving food. How to get rid of mucus? Well, number one, mucus is not bad. Mucus helps to protect your body. So mucus isn't the problem. Moving it out is the problem. So mucus would engulf, let's say, a unwanted substance, but then it needs to be moved out. But we can't move it out because everything is slowed down, because the adrenal glands are weak, because the kidneys are messed up, because the skin ain't doing what it should be doing. It can't breathe. You're welcome, Beverly. Greetings. What do you think about sarsaparilla as a blood purifier? I wouldn't, based on what I know about sarsaparilla, I wouldn't deem it as a blood purifier. I know it's great for reducing inflammation in the skin. I know it can be used to help, let's say, get rid of toxins in the bowels, and also can be used as an iron supplement. But in terms of just saying it, a blood purifier, again, I wouldn't say that. Because on one end, again, a lot of people, when they think of cleansing the blood, they go straight to the liver and then just completely miss the lymphatic system. FOT for liver. So yeah, FOT, it will be spelled FO dash TI if that's the one you're talking about. Because the FOT I'm referring to is also known as he, like shoe, SHOU, woo, WU. So HE, he, SHOU, shoe, and then woo, however you pronounce that, which is WU. But I've heard if you take it in excess, it can do damage to your liver. So I won't be so sure about FOT for the liver, but maybe that's one of those strong herbs too. It looks like the dark version of bloodroot. When I first saw bloodroot, I mean, the smell of it made me sneeze. It's strong. I have a toxic poisonous protein in my body that's causing inflammation issues. What should I do? Well, I wonder who told you have a toxic poisonous protein in your body. Number one, but if you have anything toxic, anything poisonous, anything that's not supposed to be there. It goes back to promoting uh, detoxification. So, say this is the cause of the inflammation. So, uh, what you're eating, what led you up until that point. Number one, look at what you're eating. Diet change. I would say the king or queen, however you want to look at it, will be fruits, berries, and melons. So just start changing eat more fruits. The shortest answer, eat more fruits, eat more grapes, eat more strawberries, blackberries, blueberries, acai berries, if you can find them, eat more goji berries, eat more apples, pears, you understand. Also too, try to eat more lettuces as well, and start converting over to a lifestyle that's going to move lymph and get this so-called toxic or poisonous protein out of your body that's causing all this inflammation. You got to get things moving. Just like you see a bad apple making all these other apples bad, you got to eliminate the bad apple. That way you can move things. And in this case, you could say the bad apple really is just stagnation of your lymph. And or you can say the food that you're eating, which can slow down lymph. Are there any herbs that cannot be taken together? I need to look more into that, because when I think of herbs that can't be taken together, it's generally herbs that have the same action, and you can say are really, really strong. For example, like taking a bunch of hepatic herbs. At some point, it's going to be excess and just not important or overstimulating things. But I can't think of any right now that can't be taken together, because based on what I've been studying, it's always herbs that can be taken together. But when you hear me talking about herbs for your liver, I wouldn't suggest taking, the dandelion, burdock, Oregon, grapefruit, milk thistle, and blessed thistle all together. I wouldn't do that. No, you got to blend them a certain way. You got to understand exactly what they're doing. Um, I guess you wasn't here. So how to get rid of lipoma on the head? You got to promote detoxification and move lymph. Who are some herbalists? I'm not sure what you mean, Sammy. Who are some herbalists? Yeah, can you repeat the herbs for the endocrine system again, please? Yeah. So, um, Schisandra berry, Schisandra berry. It's hepatoprotective, but it's also good for the adrenal endocrine system. So Schisandra berry, and then Siberian ginseng, and also licorice root. Those three are great for, you can say, promoting the endocrine system's function as a whole. Schisandra berry, um, um, licorice root, and Siberian ginseng. Siberian ginseng is also known as erythro root. All right, thanks for the follow. I gotta start wrapping it up here. How are you sure your sea moss is of good quality? You got to talk to the sea moss expert. I hear purple is the best. You don't want it to look all dingy. You don't want it to be, you want it to be golden and not like this dingy color, but try to get it straight from the source. That's what I would suggest. Yeah, burdock root. So a burdock root is for the kidneys and lymphatic. Yeah, so burdock root promotes kidney function, promotes liver function, and promotes lymphatic function. All three. What is good for various veins or varicose veins? Look into some type of like an herb that promotes connective tissue function. So number one, change your diet. Excess protein can lead to uh, the vein stripping itself of calcium, making them weak, making them expand. So try to get rid of excess protein. But look into herbs like horsetail. Gotu kola can be used to build connective tissue, and also oat straw. Horsetail, gotu kola, oat straw. Look into those. Gosh, okay. I got circulation problems from gunshot trauma to my spinal cord roots. Yeah, gotta detox, man. May be a while, but definitely got to detox. Even so herbs for circulation, you got ginkgo leaf. But ultimately you got to promote detoxification. That's a short answer. And then herbs for pain too, whether it be white willow bark. It's another good one. I want to say no, it's not California poppy, but definitely check out white willow bark. And yeah, that's unfortunate, man. Any herbs for getting rid of testicular lumps and cysts. So lipomas, lumps, cysts. Yeah, so herbs for your lymphatic system. So red clover, Look into red clover. Also look into some uva ursi or cleavers. Yeah, so what's good for diabetes? With diabetes, you want to look into your adrenal glands function as well as your pancreas's function. So bitters for the pancreas, adaptogens for your adrenal glands. And that's the real short answer. So look into things like bitter melon fruit. Uh, I gotta find some gentle bitters for the digestive system. I mean, orange peel, peppermint in combination, then ginseng root. So just think bitters for the pancreas, and then adaptogens for the adrenal glands, like Schisandra berry or holy basil. Those would be the main focus. On top of that, just promoting detoxification. Herbs for your heart and stress. So with the heart, a great herb is hawthorn. For stress, adaptogens like holy basil or ashwagandha. What do you recommend for neuroendocrine tumor? So any tumor, collection of cells, right? Abnormal cells in one place. Got to move lymph. Got to move lymph. So what I suggest is herbs for the lymphatic system. If you've been here since I've been live, it's the same over and over again. You would have herbs specific to an area, right? So if it's neurological, you would probably use a lot more nervines, even though all of the cells needs nerves, needs electricity to them. If it's, let's say, in the digestive system, I would probably lean more towards herbs for the for eliminating gas, like chamomile. Chamomile is also a relaxing nervine. Herbs for your colon, whether it be laxatives or demulcent. If you're having a fatigue issue, I would probably lean towards the adrenal glands. But all of it, no matter what it is, you must promote detoxification. You got to eliminate waste. We urinate, we defecate, we sweat, we exhale regularly, but we're not getting the waste out like we should. We're not taking deep breaths that help to move lymph. We're not scrubbing the skin properly. We're not taking care of our skin. We're not eating the right foods in order to hydrate the cells so they can continue to promote elimination. And since we don't do that, waste accumulates around the cells, irritating, inflaming, and then degenerating, leading to cell death long term. It's always the same. So in this case, tumors, collection of cells that cannot be moved out through the lymphatic system because the lymphatic system is blocked. And to move lymph, number one, diet, fruits, berries, and melons promote the movement of lymph. But what happens, people will start to consume fruit, they will get rashes, they will get gassy, etc. The rashes mainly are coming from your kidneys are backed up. So if you're going to consume fruits, start taking them with kidney herbs like burdock, like cleavers, like corn silk, like foti, like cordyceps, like nettle leaf, nettle seed, etc. Uh, yeah, darling. Sandra Berry. Sorry, okay. Got herbs for hair loss. Yeah, so rosemary and horsetail, check those out. And I think that's my cue to roll out. Oh, I like this one. Got over here fancy. All right, hold on. Plasma. When you're talking about plasma, I'm thinking about blood. And all right, so how to keep mycoplasma away from gina region? How to keep it away? Moving lymph, man. You got to make the waste go where it should go, and that's out through the lymphatic system. So promoting detoxification. Turmeric for pain, yeah, it can help. Also, metal sweet that can help too. What else are you going live at right now? Which other platforms? Yeah, Darlene. So I'll put it on the screen. Boom. Right now, I'm currently live on Facebook. This is coming from YouTube, so I'm live on Facebook, Twitch, X, as well as Instagram and TikTok. But yeah, so what I'm going to do now, let me see if I can catch up on Instagram. Hopefully, I get to these questions. All right, so I think I need to answer this again. What is good for testicular lumps and cysts, please? So, red clover, check that out. Check out calendula, and then check out burdock root. I started stinging nettle seed every day. My kidney function went up 20 points. Let's fucking go. All right. What's your take on pomegranate to aid in blood cleansing? I don't have any take on that. I mean, I heard purple and red fruits and or vegetables are good for the blood, but I don't have a take on pomegranate for specifically blood cleansing. Uh, what herbs for getting rid of testicular lumps and cysts? Answer that. Repeat the herbs for testicular lumps and cysts, please. Hopefully you got it, man. My bad. My bad. Nerve damage and circulation. So check out St. John's wort for nerve damage, and then ginkgo leaf for circulation. What is the source of C is moss? What is the source of C is moss? What do you mean by your source of sea moss? I'm not sure what you're saying. Should I take the three of them together? MK. Yeah, so you can take burdock root, cleavers, and red clover together. Yes. Yep. What would help me sweat? Man, I got to look more into that. So, but the action would be diaphoretics. Diaphoretics can help you to sweat. I know herbs to stimulate thyroid function will help you to sweat. Bladderwrack stimulate thyroid function, and so does ashwagandha root. Yep, sauna or hot bath or working out. Yep. All right, IG, I'm going to end it here. I'm going to end it here on IG. Thank you. All right, remove that. Anybody else over here? Save changes. Let's start wrapping this up. What's best for long COVID? So, Paul, you got to promote detoxification. So, what's best for it? So, constantly taking the kidney formula that consists of corn silk, marshmallow root, pretty gentle. What's another good? Burdock root, things like that. Couch grass, just all depends. But consistently taking herbs for your kidneys as well as your adrenal glands. Your adrenal glands are vital for reducing inflammation. One of the many, the adrenal glands are vital for reducing inflammation. So when you say what's best for long COVID, it's not just one herb. You need a combination of them, really focusing that towards your kidneys and adrenal glands. And also, you do have lymphatic formulas as well that can help too. Where can I buy all these herbs? So different places. So where we at over here? So where can I buy all these herbs? So Mountain Rose Herbs. If you want to blend them yourself, you can buy them at a bulk herb store. Mountain Rose Herbs, Star West Botanicals, like that bulk herb store. There's a bunch of them out there. But if you want just tinctures, that's my preference because sometimes I just don't have time to make teas. Try drmorris's.com. Also in Canada. Okay. Okay. All right. Thank you. In Canada, huh? I'm not familiar with any Canada stores, but I wouldn't be surprised. I would be surprised if Mountain Rose Herbs didn't ship to Canada. But just think, I'm sure you should have some herbal stores in Canada, right? So just think kidney and adrenal gland formula as well as lymphatic formula. Kidneys, adrenals, lymphatic. Can a person who mentioned neuroendocrine tumors hit me up? I don't know. I don't know if they can. I do not know. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and end the live over here on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and X. All right, thank you all for joining. Peace.